welcome. Come in. This is Tamika's Den. I'm Tamika. Get one in here, y'all. Get one in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. So, guys, we are back out here, child, on these daggone Love After Lockup streets. Honey, Runaway Fiance, baby. Season 5, episode 32. So they say. Baby, listen, y'all, okay? Only thing I was here for in this episode, I'm going to go ahead and keep it real, baby. I was rocking with Chucky the cat, okay? Chucky the cat is my friend. Y'all know I'm the cat lady. And Chucky kind of looked like he could be my cat Kayla cousin. But, baby, what we not going to do, Julian, you had him over here just roaming all around the damn car while you driving. I said, you might as well scoot on over and let Chucky take the damn wheel, baby, because we look like we in a damn... That's probably going to be the best thing, child, because we had a whole freeway damn chase messing around with Zora and them, baby. A car chase. You got your mama, your daddy, and your son, too, girl, following behind this daggone convict. I'm trying to really understand how Zora ended up the way that she ended up, coming from where she came from, but we know these things do happen, okay? Now, moving right on along, child. Kim, girl, is a no from me, dog. Not you hiding and keeping a secret and revealing to your cousin that you done been messing with her ex, who just so happens to be the one that is a damn user, okay, dealer, incarcerated over and 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 over, liar, cheat, like, girl. Whoo, Lord, the foolishness and foolery. Arthur, you over here torn between your mother and Hope. Honestly, you ain't got to be torn. You really don't. You could go ahead and go back home with your mama. And Hope got this big-ass truck that she apparently live in that she could get in any time and stop and pull over and sleep because she got a damn bed in the back. And she could go ahead and visit you back and forth, in and out, all around, up and down town. I don't see the damn problem. Shanta and True go ahead over here to the daggone sex shop, baby. We gonna spend $200 there. She don't spend money on the Airbnb. She done spent over $30,000 on him and ain't even got a freaking job and ain't gonna tell him that. After we go home and we do the whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, okay? We over here with some damn handcuffs. I said, I didn't think True would want to see no more handcuffs, being as though he just getting out of jail, but okay. And we get on over here, baby. By the time she wake up, he gone. He said, I ain't got time. I got things to do. This is a whole ass mess, y'all. We know this, right? We know this. So we going to take it on from the top, girl. Break it on down. You know how we do. Baby, we picked up where we left off, and we got Zora over here crying, boo-hooing because, you know, her cards is being read, and we seeing it in the cards, but really we don't even need the cards because it's just really damn common sense that this relationship is doomed, okay? It's not gonna work, girl. It's a no for me, dog. Nothing is going to happen with you in this damn relationship. Let it go, let it flow. You know, why are you crying? Why do you have these damn tears in your eyes? You want to have peace, right? Well, you are not going to have any type of peace if you continue to be in this relationship. She talking about, I got some decisions to make. We gonna go ahead and hug it out. And we get outside, and when daggone Troy called on the phone and he's like, how did your reading go? We lying, talking about it was a-okay. It was just fun. I can't wait to see you. You know, I'm so excited. And she talking about how she worried because of the relationship that him and her son built. Well, guess what, girl? They wouldn't have never built that if you didn't freaking lead them damn to it and have him intertwining with your damn son, and you ain't marry him while he was damn locked up. So I just don't know how sorry I could feel for this girl because, whoo, child, the naive, okay, the delusion for me. So, you know, she talking about we came so far and it's going to be okay, and how excited she is about them, you know, finally going to be able to be together. And, we gonna go home and soak in a damn bath, okay, and cleanse ourselves, cleanse over all the negativity and the negative thoughts that we had, and it's a brand new damn day, okay? We gonna be jumping around, singing, and telling our son to go ahead and pick up these things. We on our way off to see the damn wizard, okay, off to pick up Troy from jail. And I love her parents. Like, she really does have supportive parents that are trying to be positive, but at the same time trying to keep it real with her, okay, or so it seems so far. They are even coming too. They meet them at the house, and she's like, you know, her son is going to drive, and they're going to follow behind them. Now, while she's riding in the car, he calls her, and she's like, oh, you couldn't even, like, wait the daggone last day. You had to call me too. And he's like, of course, you know, I can't wait to see you. I love you. I love you too. I'm going to be seeing you in a minute. But then when we pull up to the precinct, we get in a strange damn text from the parole officer that is basically like, Yeah, no, we are going to be picking him up. Me and my supervisors picking him up, and we all like, that don't happen. That don't happen. What's going on with that? Is something that seems really strange about it, right? He then calls her, and he's saying even everybody inside of the the prison is like, they've never heard of that before. He's never heard of that before. He was not notified of anything about this, even though clearly in the text it's saying that he should have been notified by the prison that this is going to happen, right? And so she's basically like, is that the parole officer? Is that the parole officer trying to cut them off and kind of see who it is and if they can catch them before they leave? And she's over here calling out like Troy, and we just gonna jump in the damn car and pursue to follow this damn car in a high-speed damn chase, child, with her parents behind. I said, not y'all acting like we in the damn Bad Boys movie or the Fast and the Furious. Okay, girl. She talking about she hyperventilating and sweating and she getting anxiety. I'm like, I guess so. So again, mama and daddy still being very positive. They are in their car and they're like, yo, what the hell is going on here? Why are they trying to have this go down with him? Why are they trying to keep him? This doesn't sound right, and we ain't letting this happen, okay? They come out the car in full support of her and basically saying, not today. This is the things, daddy is saying that they do to black women and men. He's already done his time. He shouldn't be in here, any longer. We are very confused as to why this is happening. We don't understand, but we know we're not going to be leaving from here today unless we getting some answers, okay? We waited so long for this to happen and for him to come home, and we gotta calm down and be chill and just know that everything is gonna work out all right, because we know everything happens for a reason, and we know that we basically gonna hold it down as a family. And so they are being very supportive in this whole crazy daggone thing, child. And we pull over and we just like, this is freaking bonkers. Like, how the hell are they trying to get away from us? How are they running from us? Now, it was killing me how she kept trying to put on this damn makeup, honey. Every time he turned around, she brushing her damn face. And I'm not going to go there, but we know if you could spend 50 damn thousand on a damn freaking inmate to get out of jail, honey, and all this other stuff on yourself, you sure enough could have been worried about fixing your damn son bed and seeing a dermatologist for your face. I'm just saying, that's just a little side note, but we ain't gonna focus on that. So mama's saying how she's just hoping and praying that he stays calm, that he's one step closer to being able to get out of jail right now. This is not something that is usually supposed to happen. He's saying how he don't have any other issues and nothing else has been brought up. So we we gonna get this together. We got your back, and he ain't going back in. We ain't gonna let that happen, right? He did what he was supposed to do, and that's that with that. And so in the meantime, we are all in agreement with that, and we just are staying here and waiting for him to be able to come out and come home. And, now at this point, it had been over 30 minutes and it was getting a little frustrating. He wasn't able to eat lunch and all these different type of concerns that she had, right? So it's like, how long is all of this going to be? And of course, she feels like she's been mentally incarcerated with him too, and putting herself out there and going through all different kind of things. And she was doing the bid with him and, was just excited and happy. But I ain't gonna lie, there's a piece of me that's like, girl, they just told you this in the cards, okay? The cards told you that you wasn't about to be happy, so let the games then begin, right? So that pretty much what was going on with daggone Zora, child. Next up, let's see who we could go to, child, because I'll be trying to go from less to more. Kim, let's talk about Kim, right? Because Kim was here last week. We did meet her, and she was getting accused from daggone Joey of somebody telling her that she been out here in these streets. She been slipping and sliding in the damn streets. He done been hearing some damn stories, and she like, that's interesting. And she said she did take a picture with somebody. It's somebody she's known that she's grown up with since a child. He's like, well, you were hugging him? Yeah, I was hugging him. Was I supposed to not hug him? What are we supposed to stand just like, straight up and not touch each other shoulder to shoulder, whatever? Like, I've known him all my life. I don't see anything wrong with me hugging him. I've always hugged him before. It's nothing that's anything different. This is basically just somebody that's just a friend. Okay, oh, you say he's just a friend. Oh, you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby. Okay, let me stop. So she's basically saying how it shouldn't be no big deal. And it's like, the question is, who's this person that's giving you this information? Because it have to be somebody that knows you and that has the information to be able to get to you and send you messages in the first place or whatever, right? And so then we start to go back and forth between it potentially being his ex that used to send her all different kind of messages, or being her ex and her pretty much feeling like, I doubt very much that is my ex, right? And her saying that when his ex would reach out to her, she would say things like, he's on drugs, he's still on drugs, he's back on drugs, he's selling drugs, you know, he a no good, dirty, daggone dog. So she more so feels like it's probably that person over anything. Now, you know, we basically say that, well, I should say she gonna get to the bottom of it. She gonna find out, because now this is irritating her. She's feeling like, because he's getting ready to come out, it's funny that these messages is now being sent, and it's the day before he's coming home. That really seems really funny to her. So, you know, I'm gonna find out who the hell's been sending him these messages or whatever, right? And because it could just be her trying to break him up before, you know, he comes out, and before they be able to be together while he's at home, and that she's gonna make it stop. And so my whole thing is, if he about to come out, girl, I don't think it really makes that big of a difference at this point, but okay. And it was kind of funny to me that he just wanted to end the conversation after that. Well, he probably didn't have that much time any damn way, but they were saying, I love you, and they say bye, and, you know, okay, that's what we gonna do. Now, all of a sudden, she going over here to get her damn nails done. Okay. And we want to have these on my confessions, you know, and decide to tell our damn cousin, because she over here thinking that she's in a relationship with a whole different person or whatever. She has no idea, no clue at all, supposedly, allegedly, of what has been going down between her and Joey. And Joey apparently used to date her cousin. And I'm like, girl, I know this ain't the code for everybody, but baby, when I tell you that no ma'am, no Sam, no him, would I have anything to do with anybody that's ever dated any cousin of mine, any friend of mine? Like, some things is just off the freaking limits. We just don't do it. And on top of that, literally the whole town's laughing at you. Like, we all know about Joey. We all think he trash. Nobody thinks he's going to change. Of course, he could always come out and prove them wrong, but he already has a bad history. He's known for stealing your dad things. You got all these other clouds on top of it. And then you want to go and tell your cousin that you messing with him too? Like, girl, I would have took that damn secret with me to the grave. But I guess if you plan on being out here in the open with him, and, you know, you talking about marrying him and all that different kind of stuff, she would have ended up finding out anyway eventually. So it does make sense that you would go and sit down and, I guess, have it, you know, come from you, right? I guess. So, you know, she basically calls the ex and was saying somebody's been sending him messages, and that, you know, he's thinking I'm messing around, and thinking that it could possibly be coming from my ex-husband. You know, she did kind of reach out and put all of that in there and let that be known, right? And she basically was saying it gotta be one of our exes, and, you know, I know that somebody's up to something and all of that, right? So now this is when she's just like, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. You know, this is making me really feel pissed off that this is going down. So in the midst of this, we feel like, let me go sit down and let me go ahead and get these nails done, and go ahead, and because she doesn't have any idea about Joey, tell her about that. So I guess we think we just killing these birds with one stone. And it's funny that you literally doing this a day before and you had all this time too. I'm just saying, like, it was just so much weird stuff with this whole scenario. But you know, as she's sitting there painting her nails, and she tells her, she just was like, wow. And I know in her head she had to be saying, you low down damn dirty dog, but it was like, wow, this is what you really want. You really taking you know, you really taking this seriously. You really end this with him like this, because she was over here like, how's everything with Kenny? Did the divorce go through? And she was like, well, we've been separated. It's been like 9 months or whatever, you know, still working on the divorce. She's telling her sorry about that or whatever, right? And they were saying that something about in North Carolina, you got to be separated for like a year before you could get a divorce. I don't know. Every state be different, but that was a bit much too. I said, shit, you got to really pay attention to what your state rules are, right? And so far, I think she was saying it's 6 months, if I wasn't mistaken, or was it 9? Y'all put it in the comments, let me know. It was one or the other. So when she started to say she had this new boyfriend, at first she actually looked excited for her, like, oh, what, who? And then it's like, oh, well, I feel like I should have been said something, you know, it was going to come up at some point or whatever. So at this point, she like, do you remember Joey? And it's like, yeah, what? Okay, how the hell you gonna ask me, do I remember him, when he literally was my damn, boyfriend? Like, huh? I'm completely in shock, and yeah, I'm kind of mad and I'm kind of ticked off about this. And then it's like, well, why didn't you tell me? And, you know, all of that type of scenario, right? And she's like, you always kind of liked him, huh? And then she was saying that, you know, knowing him, he had slept around with a lot of people, right? And so finding out that they had got together when he was about 15, 16, of course, you know, he would pick her up at the football games, and she did lose her virginity to him. I'm like, oh, that makes it even worse, because that ain't even like it was just a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, anybody type of thing. Like, that was really personal. But nonetheless, you know, she's basically letting her know, like, oh, this is wonderful, because she's telling her how he cheated with her back then, how they would go down in the damn, you know, basement, and it's like, looks like they're really close cousins. And I know I have like my sister cousin, and I just couldn't see myself doing anything like that to her. So I'm like, Kim, it's giving a little trashy, Kim, which makes me not surprised that you're dealing with somebody like this that's coming out of jail. I'm just saying. So, you know, they would spend the night together and all this other kind of stuff, and she's like, oops, and I'm like, oops, okay, when it start coming back to you, just remember this, girl. That's all I'm gonna say, because karma is a mother, right? And she's saying that she has to trust that people change. She believes that he's going to change. The whole time she talking and her nose is getting painted, cuz it's going, okay, girl, if you believe that, I got a bridge in damn Brooklyn, you know, to sell you, like, whatever, you know. And she's like telling her he's getting out tomorrow, and she's like, oh, well, are y'all gonna get married? Yeah. She's like, what, really? You know. So she's like saying she give them about 15% chance, baby, and she giving them higher than me that they will make it. She's like, I do not think this is gonna be a good idea at all. He gonna come out, he gonna act a damn fool, you know. It's gonna be like Christmas with the damn kids. He's gonna steal from her and just break her heart, and then he gonna go ahead and bounce off about his business. And so, you know, good luck to her, right? And I ain't mad at cuz. I think that she said what needed to be damn said, and I think that, you know, Kim, unfortunately, is going to be one of those ones that's going to have to learn for herself, even though everything is clearly already written on the damn, you know, wall, that she should be able to know and see. Now, moving on from her, child, who the hell else did we have? I'm trying to think of who I want to talk about next. Let's talk about Julian. Julian seems like he is going to be that one that is the, you know, the one, okay? He ain't had nobody but 3 people. It was high school, college, and somebody after that, I believe, right? Mr. Nice Guy. That's Mr. Helpful, that reaches out to somebody that he knew and just want to say, oh, I'm going to help you. You know, when she first got locked up, her apartment, everything was still left in there, and she had some cats, and he gonna take the cats, and he gonna take the stuff out the apartment, and he gonna help her any way that he can. And this is somebody that he feels is like the bad girl crush, the one that got away, the one that he would not normally have. So of course he's gonna go above and beyond, even more extra for her. And she's basically gonna run with it, and you know what I mean, be like, oh, okay, if you want to do this, I ain't gonna deny you. I'm gonna let you go ahead and be able to do it. And that's very much what it's giving me. But at least I can say, when it comes to Christine, compared to some of these other ones that we've seen, it actually does look like she likes him. It doesn't look like, you know, she's bothered to have him touch or interact with her. It looks like they're able to joke with each other, and she does come across very authentic. Like, she may be on some stuff still, we don't know. Okay, it's giving me a little bit, I might be still using stuff, but she was very honest about her situation. She was letting us know, like, baby, I was out here robbing banks, pop, 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 pop. Okay, one after another after another. I did not give a damn. He talked about it, mentioned that one of the times they were last together, they basically was you know, on the road, and she had ran a red light, and that's how they got stopped. And it ended up that they arrested her because she was supposed to have reported back to her damn parole officer, which she knew she was supposed to have been doing. So there was warrants out for her, and she was arrested on the spot, you know, talking about her being in the damn, you know, what they call the cupcakes now ever since Martha Stewart went to jail, and there's very, very low security. I mean, you could just go ahead and walk out if you wanted to, but if you did walk out, you would get arrested and, you know, basically be having to stay there and be put there for even longer. But very minimum security or whatever, just like a little cottage type of area, no type of gates or nothing around it. And, you know, he driving with the damn cat and the cat walking all around him. I was so freaking nervous with that part. Like, child, if that cat fall down by the damn, you know, brake or gas or anything like that, like, we might want to go ahead and put the cat in the damn cage. And then we have went back, you know, to the hotel with the cat and was showing the cat the damn blanket, talking about this is our little joke. That's one thing that I like about her that drawing us together, is the fact that we could joke with each other, and it's our inside joke, you know, that I got wrote on this daggone blanket, and we gonna chill here till when it's time to go pick mommy up. And, you know, definitely seem like he got a nice relationship with the cat if he ain't got a relationship with nobody else, okay, or with her. And so, you know, he says how he only slept with 3 women in his life. It was high school, college, and, you know, I guess whatever after college. I don't remember the third one, y'all. I'm sorry, I did not write it down. And so, but I do know that he said it was 3. And so he's really, of course, looking forward to, you know, meeting up with her. And when he gets out, he got a daggone little coat, which was so cute. You know, one that you would put on little court, you know, king or whatever, a little red coat. And they asking him if he's nervous, and he like, no, I'm not nervous, I'm just ready. I just want her, you know, to come on out here already, and, you know, I can't wait to see her. And he's saying that the cat will help with, you know, nerves and being anxious and all of that kind of stuff. So that's why, you know, he brung him, and he's sitting out there waiting for her to come out. And, you know, finally when she come out, we jumping into each other's arms, we rolling all around on the floor. So like I said, it's not giving this vibe of, you know, I'm scared to touch him, or I don't want to touch him, or I don't need time. I say either she's a very good damn actress, okay, or she's telling the truth when it comes to that part, at least. But she also is getting things out of it as well, right? And she's like, listen, I did what I did. I went in, I, you know, handed a note in the daggone bank, and then I woke up and I went to another bank the next day, and then I woke up and I went to another bank the next day. I didn't have a weapon or nothing. That was the loophole, okay? And I just was out here like, pop, pop, pop. I said, okay, girl, you know. So she was like, I would take the envelope and I would write a daggone note. And so, you know, put $100 in the envelope or whatever the case may be. And 2 months later, she just came to realize that they really wasn't trying to catch her, and they didn't know who she was. And she felt like, you know, she could just keep getting away with it. So she just kept going to another bank and another bank and another bank and another bank. And it felt like it was a free for all. You know, she robbed the Aikens bank, and then the next day, following day, she drove back and she robbed another bank. And I was like, damn, girl, okay. You know, she just was doing what she was doing. And so the next thing you know, boom, 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 your day comes and you do get caught, and you basically go, you know, have to go ahead and go to jail. So, you know, now she out, she was able to hug on him, she was able to hug on the cat and hold the cat, and she was saying that she was so thankful for all the times that he was able to, you know, write her. And, you know, they had plans to write this book together. And, you know, she just want to marry him, and she want to be with him. He wants to, you know, she hopes that he wants to marry her too. Right now, we doing the kissy pool, and we definitely are ready to go ahead and ride off into the daggone sunset. And he like, you know, once we get back to the room, ain't nobody coming in there with us, because we ready to get down to damn business, okay? We ain't got time for it. So for right now, they was okay. She might still be out here on that stuff. We don't know, though. We got to keep an eye on that. But they did seem like they, you know, were having an okay time for their first night, right? Now, we move on over to damn Shanta and freaking True. Oh, child. Shanta and True went and had some, you know, food with his sister and them. We like saying, oh, what you gonna do next? What you got plans? You know, he's having a sensory overload. He's kind of taking in everything, but at the same time, he like, oh, I'm supposed to contact my parole officer, but I gotta look for the number. And it's like, what? You don't got the number? Oh, it's somewhere in my bag. And that's kind of stressing Shanta out because she's feeling like he's taking this real lightly as far in terms of, you know, keeping up with what the rules are. And at the same time, he's saying how it's no big deal, and they are overstressing it more than they need to. As long as he's not doing no drugs or he's doing nothing, you know, in particular, then he should be okay, right? And so when we say what we gonna do next, of course, we ready to go ahead and slide back over here. You know, leave y'all. We gonna catch up with y'all another time. We gotta go ahead and go about our damn business now. You know, we just happy to be out here and to be eating this food and to be free. It feels surreal to not be confined anymore and not have any bars holding us around. And we keep emphasizing on the fact that it's been so long since we had this damn sex. Okay, it's about damn 13 years, and he has slept with maybe around 22 people. To be honest, some of this stuff True could have been keeping to himself because it was a little bit too much info if we being really honest. But, you know, he was spending time with his nephew and just saying, oh, you the best uncle ever and all of this. And, you know, just happy to sit down and be able to order up some food and say, this feels different. It feels like I'm watching a movie or something. Like, I really can't believe that I'm actually out here, that is freedom, that I'm with you guys. And, you know, at times the sister's like, you know, you looking weird, and it's like, this is just so surreal for me. You know, I don't feel like I'm really reading this and all of that different type of stuff, right? Which is, you know, something you would expect. He got to adapt to how the society is now, and so much things is different now probably than when he first went in. And, you know, really being able to be like, yo, I'm holding this, and I'm, you know, here with y'all for real and things of that. All this time, all I was doing was sitting in a little cell with a bunk, and now I'm over here in restaurants, and this is the type of stuff that you would think you see on reality TV or a movie or whatever, but this is real. So, okay, cool, they have the lunch and all of that. That seems to be going good. And then, you know, we get on over to this daggone sex shop where Shanta is clearly like, listen, I'm not really a person that's out there as far as it comes to sex. She talks about the fact that she hasn't had that many experiences, and that has been about 5 years for her since she has, you know what I'm saying, been with anybody on top of the 13 years that it's been for him. And so this is going to be an awkward situation. And she's like, you know, this is way out of my league. This is not something that I would normally do at all. So he's over here picking up different things, tasting things like, oh no, that don't even taste like nothing you supposed to eat, like little edible things that he's supposed to eat off of her or whatever. And we're continuing to look, and she says, you know, she gonna go to the bathroom, don't pick nothing too crazy. And I'm like, girl, if you ain't want him to pick nothing too crazy, then you shouldn't be leaving him there. And he basically like, you know, don't take a long time. And she takes this time to go to the back of the daggone store and make a freaking call. Like, girl, you won't believe where I'm at. Oh, he's so crazy. You know, he over here at the daggone sex store. And they like, where? You know, the sex toy shop or whatever. He's over here picking out toys. And it's like, why? Girl, I don't know why. Because I'm not even into none of this stuff. And that's how you know he really don't know me, because he don't know the things that I'm into. And clearly you don't even know the things you're into, Shanta. So I'm like saying, then instead of being on the damn phone, go back in and actually have a freaking conversation with him and let him know what you're into and what you're not into. Don't just leave him in the store to grab whatever damn different things that he want and you come back in and pay for it. Like, girl, make it make sense. I just didn't understand that. And then it's like, oh, well, I'm not going to stay on the phone with you too long. I'm going to go back inside to him or whatever. And when she goes back inside, you know, he done picked up a damn whip. He done picked up handcuffs. He done picked up something else. I don't know if he picked it up, but he was looking at the thing that the lady was like, oh, well, this is a paddle and this is butterflies. And she was like, this one is to, like, pump up your damn, you know, penis or whatever. And he's picking all these different things up like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be using this. And I know she low-key a freak, okay? I know, you know, we all know, but she trying to play it off. You know, she don't even really know it yet. But I'm about to show her. I'm about to tear her up. That's all he keeps saying over and over and over and over. Then he begins to talk about the fact that in jail, we be jerking off, okay? We jerk off anywhere and everywhere that we damn can. And, you know, sometimes we be thinking about the nurses and the guards, and sometimes the nurses and the guards be coming up to us and telling us to do it and telling us to pull it out, and they want to touch it and all this stuff. I'm like, what the hell? And he kept emphasizing like the last time I had a female, okay? So now he over here got all this stuff. She come back in and done came up to $199, and we asking like, girl, do he know that you don't got a job no more? Oh no, I'm not gonna tell him that. I'm just pretty much trying to make it seem like everything is all right and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. You know, I'm living on my savings and I'm hoping that everything gonna come together. He don't really need to know about all of that because he just fresh out, and so I'm just kind of brushing it off like it's all okay right now. And in the meantime, he going, I'ma kill it, I'ma kill it, and I'm like, no, that's not how you start a freaking relationship. I mean, one, you spending all this damn money and he don't have no money to contribute to it, so technically you really don't have to tell him shit. But if this was a real relationship, baby, communication would have to definitely be the key. And not only that, I cannot be spending my last on you not knowing when I'm going to get the next. Then we hear something about these damn houses was not even hers, that she was renting them and that she got evicted out of somewhere, but yet you over here spending all this money on him, getting a damn Airbnb. Like, y'all asses could have went y'all asses damn home or into a Motel 6, baby, hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. Like, what are we doing here? And then when you get to the damn house, we acting like it's the 3 freaking little beds, talking about this bed is too small, this bed is too big, this bed is just right. And I can't even say too small, too big, because all them damn beds big. All them beds look little, y'all. I said, what the hell is this? You big, she big. They needed a damn bigger damn bed than that. Okay, she talking about this is a full size, and then we like, this one is too soft, this one is just right. You know, if you sleep on a soft one, it's gonna be hurting your back the next day. And he talking about some, oh, well, let him go ahead and figure that out and see for himself, and he just having the funkiest good time. You know, she was saying it's so amazing to her to watch him and see how the simplest things get him excited, and that, you know, he's all into it because this is all brand new to him. And the fact that they have 3 rooms to choose from, and, you know, they have the bathroom. On one hand, he talking about, well, I'm a little leery because this is an Airbnb and I don't know if they got any type of cameras in here when we getting ready to do our stuff. But of course, he didn't want to waste no time. He pulling out the toys. He telling her the different ones that he gonna use on her, and she like, yeah, I don't know about all that. You ain't gonna be using them on me. You know, that's a no for me. And then when he was like, we gonna pretend we in a hospital, oh, is it gonna be a mental hospital or a regular hospital? Oh, I'm putting these cuffs on you. No, I don't know whether to put them in the front or the back. She talking about, how about not at all? And he was basically paying her dust like, girl, I'm gonna be using all these different things on you or whatever, right? And then he go yanking her, pulling her damn legs, and she like, come on, don't put on me like that, knowing she enjoying it, and she open wide off of it. And you know, he was saying he gonna pick her up, and it's like, don't drop me, don't make me fall, don't make me hit my head. And he like, come on, hold on tight. She's like, oh, well, I feel like I'm gonna end up hitting my head. And he like, nah, you good. He basically carry her into the damn bathroom, and we go in there to take a shower, you know, and get ourselves ready for all these different things that we about to explore. He tell her some of the things he gonna be using tonight and some he's saving for, you know, tomorrow morning or whatever. So of course the camera crew is just outside the damn door. I'm like, y'all could just go ahead and leave. Like, they be so freaking rude and extra. You know, you hearing the damn shower running and hearing them kissing and stuff. And next thing you know, Shanta waking up in this morning and she talking about something, I don't understand what happened. We had a good night, we had sex, we talked, everything was good. 8 o'clock in the morning, I wake up, the birds is damn chirping, and she out here looking through the damn blinds and talking about, True is gone, I don't understand. I'm like, girl, Shanta, girl, bye. Girl, maybe he just went walking outside. He ain't been able to wake up in the morning and go for a walk in how many years, and maybe he just wanted to walk outside and clear his mind. You probably was still laying there, laid the hell out and sleeping, and he just was like, I want some damn fresh air, child. I don't know, baby, but we gonna go ahead and keep an eye. Sorry, y'all. We gonna go ahead and keep an eye out on them, right? And I believe that we talked about Kim, we talked about Shanta, we talked about Julian, we talked about, baby, Hope. Hope, girl, you irking my damn nerves. I was kind of half and half with you last week, but this week is very much giving me jealousy, and I don't understand how you can be jealous or compete. There's no competition in my eyes. When it comes to a man and his mother, when it comes to a man and his kids, You know, sometimes you and the family may not get along. You and the mama may not get along as a mama's boy and all of those different type of things. Mama could overstep. I get all of those different aspects of it. Trust me, I do. But baby, first of all, you come in here with this raggedy ass pink hair on your head, child, with this tight ass too small damn dress that's about to show half your ass. I just don't understand it. I don't understand you either, Arthur, if we being damn honest, because you apparently went in with nothing on your forehead and you coming out with this big ass triangle sitting up in the middle of your damn head, and I can't even concentrate on what the hell you saying because I'm so freaking focused on that. And when they showed the old picture from when him and Hope knew each other, she actually looked freaking beautiful there. You know, apparently they had a short relationship at one point sometime down the road before him getting locked up. They didn't get to go on for that long, but they were already talking, and now we kind of, you know, keeping it going, rekindling it, whatever you want to call it, as he went back in, and now it's time for him to get out, and we still standing outside waiting for him, of course. And then finally we have the car pull up, and it's like, is that him? Is that him? Yes, that's him. And of course, mama and her both want the affection. They both want the hug. They both want the kisses. They both want to be like, you know, I'm here for him. Granted, he did not know, and Hope did not know that mama was coming, but mama was like, bitch, I'm here, okay? One thing we ain't gonna do is not let him know that I'm here and that, you know, I wanted to be here for him too. So we like, surprise, okay? Nobody didn't know, but now she's here, and this is what it is. And he was surprised but happy to see her, right? And it was an emotional, and it was like, what's up, you know, with y'all, you know, both my ladies, oh my goodness. And you know, them telling him he looked good and he done got buffed and he done been working out and you like a grown-ass man and it looked like you got a little bit of grays and all of that different kind of stuff, right? And so, you know, he's basically talking about he felt like a superstar. He felt great just getting this love and affection from both the women that he cared about. And of course, when we ask him what's the first thing he want to do, I want to go eat some real damn food, okay? I want some chicken wings. So mama over here like, oh, I thought you would, you know, ride with me in the car. And he like, no, I'm going to ride with Hope. That's who, you know what I mean? I asked to come here and get me, and we gonna go ahead and ride together, right? So she like, okay, well, I guess I'll ride behind you. You know, we saying that he still feel a little restricted, a little funny since it's been so long, and you know, it's gonna take some time to get used to. Of course, he had already came out and was out like I think he said like 10 years in and out because he was trying to rebel and, you know, things that was going at her home. And he first started getting in trouble when he was like 14 years old. And then the first time he went to prison was when he was 18, and he just had robbed this dude. He was supposed to be picking up product from the dude, but instead of picking up product, he robbed him, right? And that basically started it all from that point on. So, you know, that changed his life or whatever, right? And then it was like theft for property, unauthorized use of vehicle, or aggravated assault. It just kept going and going and going from there, right? And so, apparently somewhere down the line, you know, he was saying he was tempted by the streets and all of that, and he just didn't want to, you know, be around his mom and I guess the family and all of that anymore, and just started making bad damn decisions. And so, you know, we go to eat, and mama's basically like, you know, I'm a little hurt that he chose to ride with her, but it's all good. But I know if I tell him to come home with me now, that he's going to basically do what I say and come home with me now. But I don't want to make it seem like, you know, I'm making him do anything. And I'm like, do you really know that, mama? Do you? Because listen, like I said, it's no competition. Mama is mama, and the woman that he wants to be with is the woman that he want to be with. Even if it's right, wrong, or indifferent, it's going to be for him to wake up and see that. You telling him anything is more than likely just going to make him push more to that way. Whether we like it or not, that's just usually how it goes. Let's be real about it, right? And so she's showing him how to get up in the truck and all of that. And then when he gets in the truck, we find out it's a whole damn bedroom back here, and we done damn decorated. We talking about, yeah, this is for you. It's all for you, okay? And I'm like, girl, so y'all gonna be living in the damn truck? Like, is this what you've been doing? You've been living in the truck? Like, is this what he's supposed to be paroled to? I got so many freaking questions. Like, how is this the setup? What are we doing here? Like, if that's the only places that you got for y'all to go lay, then maybe he should be going home with mama. I'm just saying, we over here like, I got the back, you know, decorated for you. This is your home on wheels. And he talk about something, I love it, baby. I'm like, okay, girl. So He's saying how he very attracted to her and how he couldn't even pay attention to how she was telling him to get on the truck because he was so much looking at her ass and, you know, the freckles and the brown eyes and all of it, right? Just a beautiful girl. So he's saying she is beautiful, but I feel like, baby, we could get rid of that goddamn hair, baby. Child is annoying me. Between her hair and his damn freaking triangle in the middle of his head is annoying the hell out of me. But, you know, they were together briefly before this, like a month or whatever the case may be. And then, of course, he ended up going back and she's riding with him. So I do understand and see what his mom is saying, where is a part of him that probably feels like, oh, because she held me down, because she's been, you know, the one looking out for him, that he probably does feel like he owes her something, but he still is kind of saying that this is his person and that he do have to relearn her. But he feel like this is who it is, and she's saying, you know, you're never gonna leave me again. So now we go to eat the food, and at first, you know, we seeming like we being kind of cordial and trying to play nice. It's definitely very much given that it's awkward. It's awkward for him because he haven't been around his mom for so many years. It's awkward pertaining to Hope because he have to get to learn her too. It's always awkward for Hope because Hope wasn't expecting his mama to be there. And I get all of those different aspects of it as well. But you just screwing up your face and coming out like really, I don't know. She just was coming off really funky, like she wasn't happy genuinely for him that his mom was there. She wasn't even sensitive because it was one part where his mom was like saying to him, I don't want you to think that we just left you alone, like we're not going to be here for you. You know, it used to be hard coming to visit you. You went in so young, you know, young. You went in when you was like 17 years old. I still wasn't even finished raising you. And I seen you making all these different kind of mistakes. And it was like I knew when I would leave from a visit that I was leaving you from good and I wasn't going to be able to see you anymore. Whereas now there's potentially a chance that I don't have to leave you. I can actually be able to bring you home and take you home with me. And I don't want you to think that we don't love you, because we do. And you seen him, you know, start to kind of tear up, okay, have a little thug tear, and that this had an impact on him and this made a big difference to him. And he's also looking at it in the reverse way, as well as the impact that it had on his mom and what she must have went through since him going in. And the fact that I think he said he had 4 siblings and he's the only one, or he was the one, and then there's 4 other siblings that, you know, they all share the same father, and that he kind of felt like they were treated different than him and there was a disconnect there, and that him and mom actually used to be really, really close. And, you know, he's definitely that mama's boy and she was like his best friend. There was definitely things that they were able to conversate about and confide in each other with. And we having some fried chicken, mac and cheese, collard greens, you know, good old soul food. And yet we talking about y'all sleeping in the truck tonight. And he's like, yeah, I believe so. And she's like, oh, like, huh? You don't have a home? You didn't even get a damn hotel? Like, we really talking about sleeping in a damn truck like, what are we doing here? And then, you know, she's like, he's cutting into every time the mother's talking, and she like, damn, you seem like you defending her a whole lot. Now, she's saying how the mother doesn't think that, you know, she's good enough for him and that she's been financially supporting him or whatever the case may be, right? And that he should be okay. And she's saying my maternal instincts is sticking in. That's still my baby. Yeah, I know he's a grown man, but he's always going to be my baby. And this makes me feel like maybe he needs to come home. And as a mother of a son, I get where she's coming from, but I also do see that, yes, he's a grown man and he has to make his own decisions and he has to make his mistakes and he has to do what he wants to do, whether it be good or bad. At that point, I think the most you could do is tell him, well, you know, when you need me, I'm there. I'm always going to be there for you. You can always call me and you can always come home. And she's actually telling her, you know, you could come back and forth and come and visit him in Texas, which I also do think that that's valid to say that, right? And he's saying that basically, you know, no matter how many people around you, it's always like you lonely with him dealing with being in prison and his family and friends wasn't really there. And there's ways that Hope was there. And right now he's kind of trying to focus on, you know, being able to build that relationship with her and see where this is going, because he really does feel like it's something, you know, that can work for him. And I understand what he's saying, but I don't think anybody expects for you to come out of jail and be living in a damn truck. I get that she's a truck driver and she got her CDL. I've dealt with truck drivers. I have truck drivers in my family, and a lot of times you are on the road for long, hours and things of that at a time. But yeah, I didn't think about all of this when you knew that you was dating this person that was coming out of prison and going home, girl, because that may not work for him. Maybe that worked for you when you was by yourself. These is all things that have to be considered, and this is another example of people that really are not having the conversations and thinking about the way that things is going to affect them and or that other person that's going to be coming out of jail and how that's going to work with you guys having a relationship. We got to just be real on it, right? And I did not like that when he was breaking down and crying and saying how, my mom was my mom and she was my everything and, best friend, and that I do think about the effect that this had on her. This girl, I'm like, what's the attitude for? Why are you mad at somebody because they love their mama, girl? Because they mama actually care about them. That's what it was giving me. And I did not like that because I don't see the reason to have that. I understand there's a friction between y'all two. I understand mama don't think you all that, and she may not think you're good enough for her son or whatever other things. And I could understand you having a little bit of attitude towards that. But at the same time, also being able to say, like, damn, I like seeing my man happy. I like the fact that him and his mom is bonding. I think you want that for somebody that you love too. That's a little weird to me that you would crunch up your face at that. I think that speaks volumes. Like, there's been plenty of people that I don't care about, whether it's somebody child, not care about, but care for, right? Just genuinely, maybe they attitude or something. But I still would be happy for somebody that I'm saying I love if they are able to have a bonding moment with their mom or a bonding moment with their child. That to me was nasty. And it showed a lot, and then when mom was like, I'm just going to put it out there, I'm just going to keep it real and just say it for what it is, I feel like you kind of feel like you're obligated to be there with her and stay here with her because of the things she did for you. And I'm telling you, you don't have to be that. Like, you don't owe her anything. And then him to say, nah, it's not about me owing her anything. This is where I want to be. Okay, in my Donnell Jones voice, I'm choosing her. I want to be with her. I want to see where this is going because I feel like it's going to be going a lot of places, and I feel like we are going to be happy together, and this is who, I want to be with. Then now mama got to respect that what he's saying is what it is. And he's saying he wants the chance to reconnect with her. And even mama was like, wow, I'm surprised this is the first time that we've been in this type of situation where, he's choosing a woman or whatever the case may be. But I still feel like, there's some questions that need to be asked and answered, right? And the whole time that they're having this back and forth, she like this. Hope. And I'm just like, girl, I don't like your spirit. Your spirit feels very nasty to me. And I think mama might know some things. She know, and Hope talks about her judging her off of the past relationship. What was the past relationship, girl? Because your spirit is jumping at me through the freaking TV. I'm just saying, Arthur, you better watch your back. And while you're watching your back, get that damn tattoo off the front of your freaking forehead. But anyway, y'all, I think I covered everybody. If I missed anybody, put it in the comments. Let's talk about it down there. Tell me what you thought about these freaking couples, child. Give me a wave. Let me know you came by. Put some flames up in the sky. Until next time, y'all. Toodaloo.